Hey guys, what's up? This is 𝗪𝗲𝗚 from the Forex Trading Lines. Today I'm gonna show you a easy Forex strategy on the 5-minute chart. It's a scalping strategy, beginner friendly, so let's begin our session. So to begin this strategy, we need to find some sort of area of sensitivity. I'm on GBP CAD currently on the 1 hourly time frame. We found an area of sensitivity over here. There was a lot of traction. What I mean by that, there's a lot of buying and selling in this zone over here. Mark currently has been broken. The trend is towards the downside, so that's what we established on the 1 hourly time frame. So let's have a look at the 15-minute. What do we see? We see a bearish engulfing candle closed towards the downside. It's currently pushing towards the upside a little bit. What usually happens is after a push, there's always an exhaustion. So this is the little exhaustion that we are seeing, and after exhaustion there's generally another push towards the downside. So since we have established the higher time frame bias, let's go on the 5-minute chart and let's see some scalping opportunities. So what I like about this trade currently, we know it's on a downtrend, so the bias is a sell, so we're gonna be looking for a sell trade, right? So what we're going to do now is mark this area of sensitivity yet again. Where was the market playing at the moment on the 5-minute chart? What I mean by playing at is when the market just moves towards the upside, downside, making M and W patterns, as you can see over here. So it has been playing in this zone between 1.722 and 1.721. So that's what we're looking at on the 5-minute time frame, right? Let's maybe make this a different color, light blue. There we go. So what are we looking for? Since we want to sell, we ideally want to get the best price on the 5-minute chart, right? As you can see, we're getting bearish candles over here. You see there was a move towards the upside, but we got a bearish engulfing candle close towards the downside, which means there's a lot of sellers. We see also with this pin bar, maybe I should select the brush tool. There we go, with this pin bar over here. So what does this tell me? This tells me there's a lot of sell orders. So generally, if it pushes towards the upside a little bit more with a green candle, we can enter the trade short because we expect the market to go down. Or even a better entry, it would be if we saw a candle break this area of sensitivity over here. If it breaks and closes towards the downside, that's a nice established scalp as well. But generally, once you see a bearish engulfer over here, where like a green candle and the bearish candle would be bigger, it's a generally nice scalp already. So we could already enter this trade, and we can. So maybe let's try this. Oh, if you're wondering regarding USD JPY, it's a different type of trade I'm currently trading. Let's just have a look at it. USD JPY, if you're wondering about that. I actually send this trade on my VIP trading signal since all of the confluence is there. Pretty much the monthly downtrend, you know, the weekly area of sensitivity, double top as well, which confirms that, you know, it's probably gonna push towards the downside. There's not a lot of volatility currently, but USD JPY is probably gonna be in the profits, although the spread difference currently, I just placed this trade, it's minus 45 euros at the moment, but it's gonna be fine, I believe so. At least the technical indicators are telling me this. So anyway, let's have a look. GBP CAD, right? So we are now on GBP CAD open position. Let's maybe open, yeah, let's do 6,000. There we go. We're gonna sell it. I'm not gonna put any stop loss or take profit levels at the moment because I know there's no news. I just checked, the market is quite flat, so there won't be any unexpected, you know, moves towards the upside or downside. There's literally gonna be, you know, slow movements towards the upside or downside that I can control everything stably. If, however, you know, you're scalping and there's, you know, high volatility news and you don't have a stop loss, you're potentially risking a lot of money lost. So you need to be careful about that. I am risking a little bit, but I had a look at the fundamental news and I know for a fact there won't be any surprises. So since we placed this trade, GBP CAD, as you can see over here, minus 69 euros currently. It's playing about, you know, but we saw this bearish engulfing candle close. We know that the sellers are in the market, pushing the market down. We also know that this was the previous area of sensitivity over here, which was broken by this bearish engulfing candle as well. It's definitely a nice sell trade already, but even if you wanted to be more careful, you would have to wait for a red candle breaking towards the downside and carry on pushing towards the downside. What I mean by that is having some sort of movement like this. If it breaks towards the downside, it's probably going to pull back to the previous area of sensitivity, which is going to be this zone over here. Let's just remark it to yellow, and then it's probably going to push down yet again, because we saw that there was a lot of pin bars. One pin bar, you know, we can say this one's a pin bar, not really, it looks like a hammer. We see some buying movement over here, we see some buying pressure, so that's what we mean. So what we need to just wait for now is a move towards the downside of some sort. This can take a while, this can take, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to 30 minutes to even an hour. Although it's a scalp, we never know what the markets will do, and since it's quite a flat market today, it might take a little bit longer, but let's see what it's doing. Minus 66 currently. So I'll come back to you guys once the markets establish a little bit, move about a little bit, and then we'll see some results. So as we can see over here, GBP CAD is playing around, but why I like this trade, as you can see, there was sell pressure over here, sell pressure over here. What usually happens after a break, there's an impulse move towards the upside. That's the first impulse move to test whether this area over here, this orange area, is valid. It is. It went down yet again, it's testing yet again, and we saw this pin bar, so I definitely believe it's a nice sell scalp currently. We also had that bearish engulfing candle, so I believe the market will go down, but it's just probably gonna play around and drop. That's what's gonna happen. We just need to wait. So I'm not sure why it's taken so long. It's still fluctuating. The markets are quite dead really, but moving averages, you see 10, 20 and 200, it's all playing about in these two areas. Probably the 10 and 20 moving average is what's causing this little chaos, you know, in between these areas where my cursor is at the moment. Yeah, it's probably playing about, but I will see definitely bearish pressure, since, as I said, 2 touches over here, bearish engulfing candle. It's all a waiting game, but that's why I don't like scalping, because you need to watch the market, and it's very annoying to watch the market when it's like moving towards the upside and then it starts dropping down and you start getting excited and then it goes back up again. It's all like this. That's why I like trading on the longer term. I like trading swing trades on the 4-hourly, daily, weekly, monthly analysis. That's what makes me money personally. But for you guys that like scalping, like to enter the market and close the markets within, you know, 30 minutes to 1 hour, this is the way to go for. So it seems to be dropping a little bit at the moment. Let's have a look. GBP CAD minus 24.20 at the moment. Hopefully this begins. As you can see, USD JPY minus 245, but don't worry about that. It's a longer term trade. I'm okay to lose, you know, 245 at the moment. I believe in that trade very much actually, so hopefully it doesn't suck, you know, but I definitely believe it will come through. It's definitely on the monthly area of sensitivity, as we can see over here. Monthly trend line towards the downside. Monthly resistance. This is the weekly area of sensitivity as well. If we just have a look at the weekly, as you can see over here, it's kind of fluctuating in this area. Had many touches over here, so it's a good area of sensitivity, while also touching nearly the monthly downtrend. Yeah, I'm seeing this trade, you know, and I believe it's a double top as well, bearish engulfer, well, nearly bearish engulfer, but on the 4-hourly it is a bearish engulfer. So it should be a nice trade. It's near the moving averages on the 4-hourly time frame, so that's why it's not breaking it. You know, if it breaks these 2 moving averages or this area over here, let's say, there we go, then it's a sure win, you know, towards the downside. Maybe it will bounce back off this 4-hourly zone, I don't know, but this is where my first take profit is. So we'll see about that. Anyway, let's have a look what GBP CAD is doing. And there we go, look, it's dropping down. As I said, it's gonna drop down, and look, GBP CAD plus 52.62 currently, dropping down very nicely. There we go, plus 62. Okay, so that's what I mean. This is the technique you should be using, and even if it breaks this area here, this previous area of you know, sensitivity, it would be even a better short. But as I said, I don't like you know, scalping, so I'm gonna just close this trade off. There we go, close off. Oh, look what's happened. Your trade position, no thank you. 38. I think it reclined a little bit. Okay, let's wait a little bit. I want to at least earn maybe 100. because it's not even worth it then. Let's see. So 31, 34. Okay, I'll leave this trade running for a little bit more. Dropping down yet again, as we can see. 80, 94, there we go. Close off 107, look, 121. There we go, 121 euros, and look what's going on. Boom, it's dropping down as mentioned, as I told. You see, it's easy. It's definitely easy. You just have to be patient with scalping, and that's why I don't trade. It's kind of annoying me. But if you're a scalper and you like this, you know, you close off the trade. Now it doesn't matter. You know, it can, you know, bounce up. If it happens, you know, it happens. It doesn't matter. But the point is, we had these two candles over here. First on the hourly trend line, you know, it went down, pushed through this area over here, this orange zone. After a push, there was exhaustion. That's the first exhaustion over here. So first touch, obviously take profits being hit, stop losses being taken, so it went down yet again. Retest again, retest happened. Rejection happened, you know, the sellers are in the market, and boom, push down yet again. If it breaks this area of sensitivity, we are going short, and then it's probably gonna reverse, come back, you know, to the previous area of sensitivity and drop back down yet again. That's what's probably gonna happen. It usually happens. That's the way the markets move. The markets never, you know, just go up like that. Usually if it goes up, it goes down, you know, to the previous area of sensitivity, then goes back up. That's the way to do it, and it's vice versa as well. If it goes down, if it's going down, let's say, as you can see currently, you know, it's dropping back up. Now it's gonna play around, but just to show you vice versa, if it's gonna break this area of sensitivity, drop back, you know, this is the area of sensitivity, and there we go, we're going down yet again. And you then, you know, take profit levels. If you have take profit levels on, like, maybe you're trading on 1 hourly to 4 hourly time frames, you then have a look like at something like this, 1 hourly, how to set up your take profits. You have a look where there was a previous area of sensitivity. So what I see over here, previous area of sensitivity, quite a bit of fluctuation around this zone. There we go, 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches over here. As you can see, this wick touched off this area, so this would be my first take profit level. Ideally a second, you know, second you could go even further. You could definitely move maybe somewhere here potentially, or here, you know, here would be my take profit free probably, since it's a nice take profit free. A lot of touches over here, you know, sometimes it broke, touches here, but it would be a nice trade, you know, if we traded short, let's say. So this area is a nice 50 pip gain, you know, maybe I have a stop loss of 25, 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I believe in this trade. Anyway, GBP CAD, that's the way you scalp. That's the way I do it personally. And if you enjoy these videos, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below if you don't understand something, and share this video to your friends. Take care. This was 𝗧𝗦𝗧𝗛 from the Forex Trading Alliance. Goodbye.